A few months back, I decided to get on Reddit and ask a question on the BJJ forum. And so this is the question I asked. What's the most annoying injury you've had to overcome in BJJ? So I got about 373 responses and all kinds of different injuries, all kinds of crazy stuff. And I decided to go back through all the comments and categorize them all and find the top 5 injuries that people report are the most annoying to recover from in Jiu-Jitsu. Let's get into it. So number 5 is turf toe or broken toe. And these are injuries that are annoying, not necessarily are going to keep you out of training. So turf toe, if you're an athlete like that does a lot of running, cutting sports, things like that, yes, turf toe can be a deal breaker. It can really keep you out of training. With jiu-jitsu, turf toe can be pretty darn annoying. It can limit your takedown, so I definitely see that. But again, if you pull guard or there's so many different variations of positions that you can work on. So I think that turf toe, although is very annoying, you can still train around it. And so that's number 5. Number 4 is elbow pain or tendonitis, like golfer's elbow or tennis elbow. 100% an annoying injury. We grip a lot in jiu-jitsu, hand fighting, grip fighting, collar grips. A lot of people will avoid, the gi because they feel like it really aggravates their elbows and their joints. So the repetitive grabbing, gripping, pulling, those type of overuse injuries can occur. Again, they're super annoying because you got to grip and you got to have control in jiu-jitsu. So some ideas on that, obviously modify your grips. Don't squeeze like hell. Do some mobility work, some stretching, warm up the wrists and the elbows and everything like that. And, just listen to your body, see what feels good. But yes, I agree. Golfer's elbow or tennis elbow, anything that kind of hurts with gripping. Again, not a deal breaker. You can probably train around it, but super annoying. It's going to definitely impact your game and how you train. So number 3 and number 2 got the same number of votes. And those are knee injuries or ligament injuries in the knee and shoulder injuries. So again, shoulder injuries and knee injuries, depending on the study that you look at and as far as jiu-jitsu goes, those are usually at the top. Those are some of the most common injuries. I think knee injuries may be the most common, but there's some studies that say that shoulder injuries could be as well. So knee injuries, again, depending on the type of injury, it can keep you out for a short period of time versus an ACL injury or something more serious to the ligaments. It can keep you out a lot longer. So again, knee injuries, I understand, super annoying. They can linger. Sometimes you can have different types of injuries in the knee. Again, they span a different time that they may keep you out of training. But again, annoying injuries nonetheless. And then the other one that tied for 2nd and 3rd place were shoulder injuries. AC joint and rotator cuff injuries in general, those can span from a minor injury that can keep you out a couple weeks to a major injury like a rotator cuff tear that requires surgical interventions that could keep you out for months. So again, it's one of those, it's a pretty broad spectrum, but the shoulders are the most mobile joint. They do all these different movements, forward, out to the side, rotational movements. So, and they're super important, obviously, right? You use our arms and our shoulders for gripping and control, and then they can be attacked in multiple different ways. So shoulders can be super annoying. And then AC joints, the AC joint, if you ever land on your shoulder, you can get an AC joint injury, super annoying. I've had one of those. They can kind of linger as well, can get re-aggravated pretty easily, can keep you out of training for a bit as well, depending on the severity. So shoulder injuries are number 2. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. The number 1 most annoying injury in jiu-jitsu, according to Reddit BJJ, is rib injuries. The ribs are one of the most annoying injuries to treat. You can get obviously fractures, tears to the cartilage. They're just so impactful in everything we do on the mats. Any kind of rotational movement, any kind of gripping, pulling, pushing, bringing your legs in. The ribs play a role, play a factor, and they can limit that. The reason why I think the ribs are extremely annoying is because they're very easy to re-aggravate and re-injure. You can feel like you're back to 100%, get back to training, move the wrong way, get someone to put the wrong pressure on you, and then you re-aggravate and you have to rehab the injury again. Some ideas on rehabbing rib injuries is you got to make sure that you're doing the proper movement, get your mobility back, get stability back and strength around the ribs and the spine, and come back slow, come back gradually. If you're not sure what the heck to do, find a physical therapist like myself or someone that understands jiu-jitsu and the demands of jiu-jitsu. Have them work with you to get you back gradually to training. Again, lots of other things you can do, choosing your trainer partners wisely, adjusting your intensity, adjusting your frequency, doing your mobility work, strength training, all that stuff goes into it. So just try to be smart when you're coming back. The rib injuries can commonly get re-injured. That's why they're so annoying and they're hard to treat. But that's it. That's your top 5 most annoying BJJ injuries. Appreciate y'all for checking out the video. Talk to y'all next time.